we will see the process of preparation of process accounts. So manufacturing unit will be consisting of various stages of making a product. So each material has to be passed through various processes so that to get the final product. So here suppose a plant is having three processes and to get the final product. So process A, process B, process C, and finished goods account have to be prepared. So as this is the accounts, it will be in the form of a T statement, which is consisting of debit and credit sides, debit all expenses and credit all incomes and gains. Normal accounting rule. So under process A means under the first process you have to start with the all inputs which you have given for the making the product under process A. So material, labor, direct expenses or any other indirect expenses have incurred. So those are all will be written here. And you will get the final output under process A. That will be transferred to the process B, that is second stage, as input. So the output of process A will become the input of process B. So this here your product will be processed and you will get some output, and that will become input for the process C, and you will get output under process C if you processed the product. Then under finished goods, your output of your product C, process C, will become the input of finished goods, and we will have to write the total cost of production or cost per unit of the finished goods. We will see now a sum on process costing. A product passes through three distinct processes to completion. These processes are numbered as 1, 2 and 3 respectively. During the weekend 31st January, 10,000 units are produced. The following information is obtained. Process 1, process 2, process 3. Material, labor and direct expenses. These three are the expenses which we have to incur for making the production: material, labor and direct expenses. So under process 1, material is 6,000, labor 5,000 and direct expenses 1,000. Under process 2, material 13,000, labor 4,000, direct expenses 200. Under process 3, material 2,000, labor 5,000 and direct expenses 1,000. Apart from this, the indirect expenses are rupees 2,800, apportioned to the processes on the basis of labor cost. Prepare process accounts showing total cost and cost per unit. So here it is the solution. We need to prepare process 1 account first, as the number of units produced are 1,000. For this 1,000 units of production, we are preparing process 1 account. So it is a account format which is consisting of debit and credit sides, particulars, amount per unit, cost per unit, total cost in rupees you have to write, and on credit side, particulars, cost per unit in rupees and total cost in rupees you have to write. So 2 raw materials. Under process 1 it is given 6,000, so it will become 6,000, and cost per unit means 6,000 divided by 1,000, as number of units produced are 1,000, so this will become rupees 6. Then 2 labor 5,000, so 2 labor 5,000 and this will become rupees 5. 5000 divided by number of units produced 1000, it will become 5. Then direct expenses, 2 direct expenses rupees 1000, and cost per unit will become rupee 1. Then apart from that, here it is given the indirect expenses are rupees 2800 apportioned to the processes on the basis of labor cost. So on the basis of labor cost we have to apportion this. So 2 indirect expenses total of indirect expenses are 2800 into this process labor cost is 5000 divided by total labor cost relating to all processes. So first process labor cost is 5000, second process labor cost is 4000, third process labor cost is 5000. 5000 plus 4000 plus 5000, this will become 14,000. When you solve this, you will get 1000, and the cost per unit will be also 1001 rupee. Make the total of all expenses. This will become, cost per unit will become 13, and this will become 13,000. And this has to be considered as output of process 1. 13 cost per unit and 13,000 total cost, and this will be transferred to next process. Here next process is process 2, and balance both the sides. Now we will start the process 2 account, so which will be consisting of debit and credit sides. Both sides will be having 3 columns separately: particulars, cost per unit, total cost, particulars, cost per unit, total cost. And this process 2 account will be starts with the output of process 1 account. So to transfer from process 1 account, so how much that is? 13,000. And apart from that, we spend some raw material. So how much of raw material in second process? 13,000. So this will become rupees 13. Then labor cost rupees 4,000. So to labor 4,000, and this will become 4. Direct expenses rupees 2. So 2 direct expenses rupees 200. So this will become 0.2. 200 divided by 1000. And finally 2 indirect expenses. Total of indirect expenses are 2800, and this process labor cost is 4000 divided by total labor cost is 14,000. Therefore it will become 800, and per unit will become 0.8. Make the sum 21 rupees, and this will become 21,000. And this is going to be the output for process 2, 21,000. and 21,000, and this will be transferred to process to account. 21,000. Make the balance of process to account. When you make the sum of all these things, you will get 31,000 and total of 31,000 cost, and this will be output for the process to 31 rupees cost per unit and 31,000 total cost, and that will be transferred to process to account. When you make the total of cost per unit and total cost, this will become 31,000 and this will become 31 and this will become 31,000, and this is going to be the final output of process 2, 31 and 31,000, and this will be transferred to process 3 account. So process 3 account, debit credit sides will be there. Particulars, cost per unit and total cost will be written on both the sides. So it will be starts with the to transfer from process to account. So 31 rupees and 31,000. To this additional cost will be added. So those are raw material 2,000 rupees 2 per unit, to labor 5,000 rupees 5 per unit, to direct expenses 1,000 rupee 1 per unit, to indirect expenses, total indirect expenses are 2,800, and labor cost of this process is 5,000. Total labor cost is 14,000. So this will become 1,000 and rupee 1. Make the total. So this will become 40 and cost will become 40,000, and this will be transferred to the finished goods account. By output transferred to finished goods account. So 40 rupees 40,000. Make the balance of this account with the 40 and 40,000. Now we have to start finished goods account. So debit and credit balances will be there, and particulars, total units and total cost in rupees. To transferred from process 3 account, so which is we have produced 1,000 units and the total cost has been, and cost per unit has become 40,000 divided by 1,000, and this will become rupees 40. So the cost of making the product is rupees 40.